From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Watch it now, Marty! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And an alley to run. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, finding some room at midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose.
No way.
It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a nice spin. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Payne. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dennis to Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dennis. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, and it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
What you gonna do, Playboy? You know it's coming. What you gonna do? You know what's coming. You know definitely.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Look at that, a diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mayfield, and his pass incomplete. Well, that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Over. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right.
Get out.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, Mayfield.
There you go. Ooh.
Looking
There
left
you
side,
go.
it's complete.
Ooh, touchdown.
And he'll take it in the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw
Will
complete
Cross.
to Ross.
Like that. Come on, man.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Yeah,
Not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey.
Oh, my God, man. Are y'all seeing this?
Inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Look at this.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Get out. It's going on. That's the job playing right now. It's hot.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I just don't get it.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I don't even understand how to even.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon.
Oh, y'all ain't getting my credit.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh,
That's
bullshit,
incomplete, but
man.
there is a
Look at this.
flag down, so
Boy.
hang on. A big call
What is
coming on
going
3rd
on,
down.
man?
And since the
What
penalty
is going
occurred in the
on?
end zone,
knowing
move the
that
ball
play
to the
coming.
1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard
Let's take the
line.
yards back.
That's going to go as a
Let's take
loss
the
of
yards
2,
back.
and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's take the yards back. Since they won't do it like that.
From
Take
back
them
at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Take them back. Let's take them back.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, my
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Real quick, because this is some movie.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Are you?
He dropped it.
Oh, man, he's throwing it right at us.
On in the end zone.
He's throwing it right
so no
at us.
6 points, incomplete.
We can't get nothing.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Oh,
Sounds like
my
you're going
God.
negative on that.
I ain't never seen. Oh,
sounds
my
like you're
God.
thinking the three's just not
You ever
that
see the
good.
man just run all the way?
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
What? What? When? Where they do stuff like that at? Where they do stuff like that at?
Detroit!
He's got room to run past the 20. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, so my man can't catch the ball going in a possession kick. He already going down. Oh, he already going down. Y'all okay?
Defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I can't believe that. This is one of them things. Just one of them
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit!
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Left side, it's complete.
Look at this bullshit, y'all. Come on, somebody tell me they see this, man. Come on, man.
Cleveland's 15. They give him a gain of 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete.
Good job, my boy.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the
Look at him.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Top of the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin the drive with Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
God damn.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God.
4 yards there on his own.
Oh, my God, bro.
Fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
What?
He gets this
I'm
one
talking about
right.
all
Boy,
that
it's
space. You need to
another
tell me my
boomer.
man couldn't pick up 4 yards. 4 yards. Oh my God. Y'all don't be understanding the crap I gotta go through, man, just to have a decent game. I'm just trying to have a decent game. I promise you, man, just decent.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Know it. You need to stop it. You need to stop that, what you do.
All right, here we go.
Oh, now look at this. Look at my screen change. Look at my screen change. I ain't did
Now
nothing.
they'll throw here out of the gun.
I can't even look at my screen change, bro. I ain't touched nothing.
And he gets this one
I ain't
just
touched
shy
nothing.
of the 40 down at the 39.
Come on, man.
That
Come
one
on.
good for
What can I do?
15, and the Bengals get a
What
first
can
down.
I do?
As a passer, you're always trying to find that
I
open
ain't
window to
touched
throw the ball
nothing in my
downfield.
screen
How about this
changing
one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
That's what I should just got to do. Next time, that's what
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown.
All that field.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
Same goddamn play. Y'all mean to tell me I couldn't get 4 yards and I picked up 8 right there.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the line closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Let's see what we can salvage.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My bad.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down, Mayfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in the 4th quarter.
Give me the ball back. Fumble, innocent. I don't care how you do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shoots off the side. In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You got to stop anyway. I don't keep that time out. 2 minutes. Let's get it.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Beat is hard. Let's go, Hawk. Ball short. I know it's short. What you gonna do with it?
And it's fielded
Take
at the
off.
34.
Take off. Okay, we'll take it. We at the 50.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over. First and 10.
Let's hit him.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Let's soften them up.
A win would be their first of the young season. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll start the drive.
Good play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
What did I just do? What did I just do? That's what I just did. Let's do it. That's what I just did. Soften them up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What? That is not the... Oh, no. That is not what I... Oh, see? That ain't even what I picked to play to be. That's okay.
He'll look to throw.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. That ain't even a play I picked. I should have called timeout.
There he goes right side.
Good shit.
And he will score.
Good shit. That ain't even a play I picked. That ain't even a play I picked.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Uses the spin. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I know I did.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And some space here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue
Now
line it.
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.